You're listening to Empire of Rust, the world's first and only Transformers RPG podcast. Join the fight as Carapace, Rex, Magnum, Wildstrike, and Sweet Spot fight their way through Iacon's underworld against criminal empires and a movement determined to bring an end to the Cybertronian Confederation.
Hello, welcome to Empire of Rust. Thanks for joining us. I'm here with Rob, who plays Rex and company.
And the Herd.
The Herd. And my name's Matt. I play Magnum.
He plays Magnum.
Well, sometimes.
Magnum and the Herd.
Magnum in there. What?
Last episode we saw Magnum
flying away. And he's either learned how to fly, or he was participating in one of those machine on the machines with the claw, and you pick out the stuffed animal and drop it in the bin. Yeah, that sort of thing.
Gonna need a big bin.
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, what kind of prize would that be anyway? It was a cigarette smoke and regret.
So we can be reached by email at rustictransmissionspodcast.com and on the Transmissions Podcast Discord server on the Empire of Rust channel. You can listen to us at Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, or any other podcast program you might use.
Thanks for listening. Enjoy the show.
Dun dun dun.
Oh, what the hell were we doing? I was floating away.
All right, roll for initiative.
Floating away.
Dice, come to me now.
You suck.
Am I being raptured?
You might be.
I saw fire in the sky. I remember that.
Good, because I don't.
Starting with sweets. You haven't had time to rest yet.
We ain't got time for that. Nobody ain't got time for that.
Nobody ain't got time for that. All right, so
I don't even got
Sweet
time
Spot.
to roll initiative. Shit.
Sweet Spot, get a 1400.
Carapace is a 5. Rolled as low as I can.
Yeah. Rex.
Rex is a 6.
I'm still excited about the last combat, so I want to cling on to it as long as possible.
According to some of your fans, you're a 10.
My one fan, it's not some.
Zephyr got a 15.
Wildstrike's in convalescence right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
And Magnum.
11.
And Wildstrike's sizing up the next building.
Don't be looking over here.
You! Condominium! Going down.
All the buildings stuck. He's airbound.
And we'll toss Ironhide right in front of Zephyr.
Does he have like a wire connecting to him, or is this like magnetic?
No wire.
Fuck! I so hope to shoot a wire, like, save you, but I can't.
You just want to see me fall. Or is that just a bonus?
Oh, yeah.
All right, everyone can make a perception
Perception, you said, yes?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That would be a 14 for Sweet Spot.
Carapace has a 15.
15, very nice. Rex. And I imagine Blazer's still flying around up there?
Mm-hmm. Holy moly. Everybody's seeing everything right now. 16, I guess. Something like that.
And Magnum.
22.
So here is what you notice. You saw the ship, or you saw the piece of the building transform into the ship, and the ship is now floating over the plaza right above where Magnum is. All of you notice a small device on Magnum's back, and Magnum is about 10 feet up in the air right now, and he is slowly being drawn upwards towards the waiting ship. Based on your observations, you think you have 2 rounds before he is in the ship and then potentially gone. Magnum, you got a 22, so you did notice Hardtop behind you. However, none of the rest of you have noticed anyone behind Magnum in the crowd.
So there are many people?
All you've noticed is that Magnum is floating up in the air.
Would that have revealed Hardtop? Or Harness? Was it Harness or Hardtop?
Hardtop.
Hardtop.
Nope, he is still in the crowd. He's still lost in the crowd. You have not noticed him.
So there's a crowd. Like, are we talking 100 people, 1,000? Like, did everybody run into the theoretical bomb threat? Like, what's happening?
10 at most.
Okay.
Also, but he's floating up in the air.
Yeah,
I mean, that's where your attention is at.
Totally.
Yeah,
it was just saying, I didn't know there was a crowd. Like,
Yeah.
if there's 10 people versus 1,000, that's a
Claustrophobia suddenly kicks in.
different problem.
These were the bots that were part of the hostages that wanted to come back to thank us.
And they did thank you.
Right, but there was only about 15, 20 of them or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So there were a few that were like, nope, fuck those guys, I'm just leaving.
Right.
Okay.
They had enough shit.
The smart ones.
They had finished their shopping.
All right, so aside from being sucked up into the air, nothing else happens on the enemy's turn, which means...
Is that enough?
Sweet Spot, lead us off.
Alrighty. I believe I'm going to attempt to use my force missile at the device that is on Magnum. If it's obvious that is the thing that is new to his persona.
You don't need to make a roll for your force missile, right?
That is correct. It's all damage.
All damage. I am going to have you make a roll for each missile, though, as it impacts because he is floating and rotating around. So it is going to be a little difficult to hit.
Mm-hmm. All right. 2 missiles. Hopefully I do enough damage to disable the device.
You knock me down, you get a teddy bear.
I don't know what that is, but I want it.
Everyone does.
2 points.
2 points?
And... oh, wait. That would be 3 points for the first one. And... 4 points for the second one.
I want you to roll a 50%
Did it.
chance.
Oh, percentile.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong die.
Wrong die.
Sorry. Trying to be fast. Right. That's a 39.
And one more?
That's the best possible roll. Except for this one, which is a 42. Same range.
It doesn't look like they struck on target. Magnum, go ahead and make a reflex save. See if you can twist yourself and minimize some of the damage.
18.
Alright, that's more than fair. How much is the total damage?
It was 3 points and 4 points, so 7 total damage.
So half damage for you, Magnum.
We won't let him get you alive, Magnum.
You haven't taken any damage or anything, have you?
No. It was unconscious for so long. And
First blood!
Oh, is that what we're doing?
A Magnum pinata. I like it.
Sweet Spot, I can say a few things about your marksmanship.
Considering that he can't normally miss with that, say...
I could have used the thing I had to roll for. I don't think I would have done much better.
Anything else?
Yeah, I'll kind of step back from the crowd, see if maybe I can get a better angle on it for next round.
Sounds good. Ironhide yells out, "In the ship! Land immediately or you will be fired on!" Aims his weapon up to the ship and orders his security forces to aim their weapons at the ship as well. And says, "You have 3 seconds to comply." Alright, so Zephyr, you are...
Do we know what kind of gun he's wielding? Like, I expect Ironhide's probably packing something. Like, if I look at that thing, am I going to be like, oh, he's got a fucking Blue Star Conqueror? Like, holy shit.
Blue Star Conqueror!
A mauve Star Conqueror. They don't even make those.
I think the big ones are prismatic Star Conqueror.
Plaid.
And that could take out a ship.
Rainbow Star Conqueror!
It is a pretty badass weapon.
Okay.
Magnum, you're floating away up here.
Alright, I'll point out that Hardtop is down there. Hey, Hardtop, Green and Ugly is down there. Watch out for him. Don't let him get away.
Each of you can make another perception check if you want.
I got a 21. 21 to spot that guy.
21. Carapace.
10.
10. Rex and friends.
26.
26. Okay. Because Magnum pointed it out, both Rex and Sweets do see him. Characters you still do not. The crowd is starting to part a little bit, so you think that probably in another round or two it'll be clear enough where, even without assistance, you could see it.
So the civilians are backing up.
Correct.
Around in open space. Right. Can I, if I move at all, do I have any swing?
You can rotate, try to rotate yourself, swing yourself back and forth, but you are certainly being lifted up by whatever device is on your back.
All right, I'm going to swing a bit towards hardtop and transform.
Okay.
See what the lifting capacity of this sucker really is.
Nice.
All right. I want you to make an acrobatics check.
Before or after he transforms?
No, to transform, because the device is attached to his back. I want to see if he can shift his pieces around enough to be able to transform.
13.
13. Yeah, sure. We'll say that.
All right.
So, yep. You manage to shift your pieces around, you transform, and you're still floating up at the moment. What is Pythagoras doing?
He's just gonna hang on to the top to stay with him right now. In case I need to change back.
Okay.
So...
Could he climb on, to the device and try and disable it?
What size are you right now?
He's huge. Magnum is huge.
Huge.
So I don't know what's the mass increase, would you say?
64.
So he's increased by mass by 64 times. Okay.
Yeah, when you go up one size category, your mass increases by a factor of 8, and so 2 is 8 again.
All right.
So
He's following me right now. Can he hang on for one thing? I mean, you have to roll for that.
For Pythagoras?
Yes.
Now we'll say you can hang on.
He's going to he's just going to do a look at where the beam might be coming from and try to figure out how it's working.
Give me an engineering check then. Engineering.
Scientist.
28.
28. All right. You can easily determine that it is a magnetic lift belt. I'm sorry, a magnetic lift lock. And there's no particular beam. It's just being lifted magnetically up to the ship above you.
Okay. So it's technically just lifting the thing that it's attached to him because it's ferrous.
Correct.
All right.
Are we Ferris?
Ish.
Probably not as much if they felt the need to attach.
I mean, almost anything can be affected by electromagnetic waves.
Strong enough.
Yeah, if it's strong.
All right, I guess that's me then, I guess.
You get the sense that it's only lifting what's attached to the lock.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna tear just a piece of your skin off. Because it's not meant to wield this.
All right, Rex.
Yeah.
And companies.
I guess I'll have Laser fly over and maybe try to pick at it. Maybe help pick it off or something.
Like peck at it? Sure.
Yeah,
Go for it.
Pry it off.
Yeah, let's do it.
So you want to just attack?
Attack roll.
Attack roll from Laser.
With a peck here and a peck there.
I'm not going to do any penalties on that one because you're actually getting up and attacking it physically.
Here a peck, there a peck.
Everywhere a peck.
Looks like 10.
Make an acrobatics check.
No. Acrobatics? Come on, mother.
See if you can keep on Magnum as he's rotating, floating around a bit.
Is it on the top or is it on the bottom where we can see?
It'd be on the side at this point because he had
side.
transformed.
Acrobatics for Laser looks like a 13.
13. You know what? Sure. We'll say that's a success. And he pecks at it. Go ahead and roll up your damage.
I'm light as a feather.
5 damage.
And have Laser make a perception check.
Rolls, skills, yeah, you can see. Oh wait, maybe I will. 13?
13. It looks like you didn't get all the damage through, but it does look like it took some damage.
Okay, I'll let him keep doing that. The rest of us in the herd will,
The herd.
I guess, make our way over to Hardtop. Not that I want to, but
Okay, and
I'll
yeah,
yell to this Carapace, follow me.
cool. Yeah, Magnum pointed out, so yeah, you know where he is, so yeah, go ahead and move over to him.
How fast are you?
I have a 20 speed.
Are you gonna double move? So you can get adjacent to him where you can get like here.
I guess I'll double move. My Triceratops has a 30 speed, and Blazer has a 70 speed, so...
Blazer?
Blazer has a 70, so he can whip around to flank.
Did you say 70?
7-0. He's a raptor.
He's a raptor.
I know.
But still.
You rarely see that high speed.
Well, I think I took Fleet as a feat.
So that means he's got a little sailor cap and everything.
He's got his high tops on.
Everyone but you can actually attack.
Oh, rainbow. 15. 17?
17 is a hit.
That's Blazer. 9's not going to hit, right?
Nope.
Okay, so Grazer does a warning stab. Whoa, easy, little buddy. That's 4 damage.
4 damage on hardtop, sure. All right.
Free as a bird. I soar gracefully over through the skies.
Somebody shoot him.
Carapace.
I did.
Well, what I was going to do, and what I'm going to do is I have a grappler in my arm, so I'm just going to and fucking shoot it into you, trying to... I didn't know it could hold, 80 times my mass, but so I'm going to be connected to you, and I rolled a 24.
And that's against Magnum's armor class?
It's not really, it doesn't really say, but it's like a touch thing, but if I can penetrate into you I rolled a 24, I think I got in. Yeah. It's more of a, do you want to somehow grab it, or?
You want to kiss him first? Or?
This is Magnum's worst day ever.
But so my intention is to do that and then weigh it down, because I thought I'd be heavy enough to weigh him down.
Okay. I assume you're Magnum. You're not doing anything to prevent that.
I don't think I'm not doing anything to prevent it. I don't think there's much I can do to prevent it. I don't have limbs or anything like that. So,
okay.
So, he's just probably just gonna shoot me in the wall and ouch. I learned to fly and everybody's against me all of a sudden. Now I know how a clay pigeon feels.
All right, yeah. So success. You are latched onto Magnum now.
Because every kite needs a tail.
Actually,
there ain't no candy in here, guys.
So I could shoot you and then theoretically transform into my tank mode, and then you'd be heavy. I think I should do.
You don't gain and you don't change mass though, do you? As cool. You might as well do it for anyway. It's cool anyway.
Written, yeah.
And you can just drive away with the biggest balloon ever.
Actually, no. I think it would be a better. Is there anything on the ground, like a pole, something that's structural, so I can take the grapple and wrap the rope around it so that it's not just my weight. It's like a thing.
Not in the middle of the plaza where you guys are now. You'd have to move it over to the front entrance or one of the sides or something like that.
Are there handrails on the stair?
There is stuff over there that you can use, but again, you'd have to move over there.
Okay.
To
I'll start doing that then.
Okay.
So I guess I was there. So get to I gotta get to that.
Yep.
Like a telephone pole or rebar out of a broken wall or something like that. Yeah.
Rebar. There we go.
You guys ever play tug of war?
Okay. So yeah, I rolled like crap. So you are successful.
Sweetness.
Yes.
All right, so enemy's turn again.
Oh, that would be a good pet name.
Sweetums. My Sweetums.
Do you have pet names?
They're lucky they have names.
Yeah.
And they have the same name consistently.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the big deal.
Let's stick with that for now.
Yeah.
All right, Hardtop is going to take a guarded step back 5 feet away from the big dinosaur in front of him. And he is going to activate a power generating a hologram of himself in his space.
Blazer technically still threatens him.
Then you can make an attack of opportunity.
Somebody had to.
He missed. He's too confused by the hologram, I guess, already.
Okay.
Doesn't bode well for us.
That's fair.
You hit the hologram.
Take that.
So your upward momentum has ceased, and it looks like you are tethered to the ground like a big old balloon.
Weigh anchor. Ahoy.
Oh, that's to go with your fleet joke, right?
Just thinking he's anchoring it.
Yes.
Hardtop doesn't say anything, but you hear a voice come from the ship.
Don't interfere with us. We are collecting a legitimate bounty. Stand aside.
The head of the police is right here.
Ain't no paper towels down here, man.
All you civilians, please evacuate and let us take this one in.
And Sweet Spot,
Yes.
back to you.
Alrighty. Well, not sure where else I could do. Oh, I know. I'll go and jump on Carapaz's back to help weigh him down, just in case.
Okay. I assume you're not going to do anything to prevent this Carapace?
No, I mean, I'm pretty sure I know what he's doing. He's not, dangerous enough or competent enough to actually attack me. So it's so he's got to be doing something helpful.
It's a friendly pig pile.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
No big deal.
could have just stopped it. No. I'm not doing anything to prevent this.
But there's a chance to insult you. I mean, why pass that up?
Well, they had to know why I said no, and that's the reason why.
Specifically this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody needed to know that.
Listeners by this time know why you're saying no.
All right, do it.
All right. So, I don't know. Is this acrobatics or what?
Yeah, we'll do acrobatics for this.
Yeah, why not? Just the suckiest of my skills. No.
You have like a 20 dex or something. How is that the suckiest of your skills?
I never took track in school. Believe it or not.
You can run fast and straight. That's it.
Right.
Yep.
I guess if you have tires, you don't really think about doing that. Why would I run?
I'm running right now. Vroom, vroom. All right, so that is 9, 17. Yeah, I'm okay at it. 26.
Barely passed.
I was like, you're
Oh my god.
really good at that.
Now you made it. No problems. Okay, so Ironhide.
With that good, you might have helped me wind it around to other things.
I could have, but then, what are you going to do?
So nothing else? You're just going to go ahead and grab onto his back?
Can you winch it in? Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to help add weight.
You don't want to wrap it around his neck before he starts the winch?
Get it nice and...
What was that insult?
No. Because he might survive. And nobody wants that.
All right, so Ironhide levels his gun at the ship. You've been warned, and he orders his security forces to open fire. What's going on over here, Mike? Who's coming to join the fight?
Over the comms, Zephyr will say, "Hey friends, I heard you might need some help here. What's going on? I'm almost there."
Zephyr, about how high can you levitate?
Oh, not that very high.
Can you find a ramp?
I'll look for one.
All right. Magnum is currently being floated up into a ship. We do not want that to happen. So if there's any way that you can reach him and help pull him back down to the ground, that'd be great.
I'll see what I can do.
Just do it fast. Like we do.
Or kill Hot Top.
Figure Zephyr's making his way towards the plaza. If I see anything along the way that I could use as a ramp or a nearby building, maybe jump off of or something like that.
To try and land on Magnum?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. I'll say, yeah, you can launch yourself off one of the lower rooftops.
Okay.
Go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
Alrighty. Acrobatics. I get a 13.
13. You rev yourself up right towards the end of one of the buildings, launch yourself off, heading right towards Magnum, right towards him.
I'm gonna get you. I'm
my
gonna
God.
get you.
What have I done?
You're right on target. You're almost there, and right over him.
Oh no, I missed.
Wow, Zephyr can fly too. Join me. That was interesting.
All right, but yes, you land on the opposite side of the plaza,
Hey, it still looked really cool.
and Magnum. what do you want to do?
All right, first, in this form, Magnum has blind sense, so can he tell which hardtop is which?
You have blind sense, so I don't think you'll be able to tell exactly which one is which. You can tell what square he's in, but that's pretty much it. If you want to try to take a shot, then there'd just be a standard 50-50 mischance.
All right, well, I'll take a shot anyway. It's not like I have a lot to do up here. I'll shoot it. Hardtop. 17.
17 does hit.
And I will roll for... So, 1 to 50 is miss, or 1 to 50 is hit.
51 to 100 is a hit.
70.
70, okay.
8 points of damage. Pythagoras is going to try to make his way over to the little attachment device.
Okay.
Where laser already is.
Yes. He's going to evaluate whether can he change it in any way that would make it so they couldn't turn it off.
Make an engineering check.
Actually, before I do that, I don't know if I can do both in this round. But judging by the mass and what he's seen so far of the lift capabilities, and counting on the fact that it's anchored down there, does he think he can actually be lifted away at this point, given the amount of force he's seen?
Yes, he does. He does think that.
It's still possible.
Right. It is a lot slower, certainly, and the tether that Carapace shot into you is holding you in place right now. But you feel that if it was to let go, then you would still rise, just a lot slower.
Did you almost just call him Carrot Puss? That's your new pet name.
Now, do you want to make an engineering check to see if you can keep it turned on?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I'm just trying to think, how would that work?
Well, if we can... He wouldn't be able to get away.
But why? How could anything that you do down there affect what they could do up there? I guess that's the
engineering.
But I guess that's the idea, is you should roll an engineering check to know that that's probably not possible.
Come on, man. This shit works on Star Trek.
roll up your engineering.
Maybe I can roll an engineering to see what I can do. I'll just roll the engineering to see if that's possible or not. What the hell? 24.
You're pretty confident that there's no way for you to turn off their magnetic pull up at the ship. You could potentially disable the device that's attached to you or try to disconnect it. But you don't think you're going to be able to affect what's going on up the ship.
It's purely one directional. It's not.
Right. Rex and Blazer, Grazer, and Laser.
Laser is still trying to peck that thing off or damage it, whatever. He got a 14.
That is a hit.
Be 5 damage. Do I need to do any acrobatics or anything else last time or what?
No, because you did manage to nail the acrobatics check, and you're held on there pretty tight. So I'm willing to say that you are latched on to Magnum's windows or something. And you said 5 damage?
5 damage.
Okay. It is still on and still active, but it looks like it's taking a bit more damage.
So what's the deal with this hardtop guy? Am I confused? Do I realize I've watched him step back and then do a hologram?
It's going to be a mischance. So if you're trying to strike at him, he'll just be a 50-50 shot as to whether you hit the right one.
Okay. Well, we all move up, I guess. 5 foot, whatever it is, to him. How many is it? Just 2 of him now, or
There's
10?
2.
2. I know I missed. Let's see. It's an 84.
That is a hit on the real one.
Okay, that's Grazer.
Well, this is your hard hitter too, isn't it?
Yeah, and then an 86 again for Blazer. So Grazer at a 16, does that hit him?
That is not.
And Blazer
Flanking? Is that with +2?
Are they flanking? Are we still flanking?
They are flanking, yeah.
That'd be an 18 then with flanking.
That is a hit.
That's 5 damage then from Grazer. I assume a 12 would miss then.
A 12 misses. You guys are doing some pretty good damage on this guy. Carapace.
Okay, I'm going to, I would recognize that the winch that I have won't be strong enough to pull against a spaceship's force sort of thing, but what I can do is I can kind of try to walk backwards and just, so that winch doesn't, but me leaning backwards with sweets on me might be enough to, pull the rope down and bring him a little bit lower to the ground.
Weigh him down a bit more?
Yeah.
Okay.
So can I do that as, like, what would I...
A strength check.
Strength check? Athletics?
You know what? Yeah, sure. Athletics works.
Am I assisting? Or are you just going to give him a flat bonus for me being on his back?
I'll just give him a flat bonus.
So that's a 16.
And with Sweet Spot's help, I will say that is a success.
Okay.
And you managed to pull him back down.
Would you say that's a move action, or is that a full action?
I think that'd probably be a full action, because that's a lot of effort and kind of force behind it.
It was just like I happen to be like, I have mounted weapons, so like I can like shoot without, like, with my hands full.
Right.
So it's like one of those things where you'd be like, oh, that guy's over there. You know?
Yeah, I gotcha.
So...
no, I'll say that's a full action just because it's a lot of effort. But you do manage to pull him down about halfway back from where he used to be.
Nice.
It's really tough because and you think that if he wasn't as big and as heavy as he is now, you wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sweet. Oh, this one's going to be a trophy.
You might end up with
the fishing reel thing.
Yeah,
is like...
reel him in. All right, give him some slack. Give him some slack. All right, let him go with it a little bit. All right, now reel him in. Reel him in.
You might end up with half of Magnum as a trophy.
I know, just like your back skin.
What are you going to build?
Let's see here. So Hardtop is going to take another 5-foot step back away from all of you. And that's Blazer he's next to.
Pretty sure that's Zephyr. Yes, it's Blazer.
Liar. He is...
I mean, he has the ability to move either away towards the Triceratops or the Raptor. Which one would he pick?
Well, considering the Triceratops hit him for more damage last time, I think he'd move the other towards the Raptor there.
That makes no sense.
He is going to swing around and try to hit you with a claw, and he gets a 1.
Yes! Nice.
Sails right over Blazer's head. Fumble.
Hey, you Karin. Don't interfere. We have a legitimate bounty on Magnum. You are aiding a wanted fugitive.
The chief of police is firing upon you. I don't think you have a legitimate bounty.
The bounty is from Skarbix and has nothing to do with Cybertron or its law enforcement. We are recognized under interstellar law as registered bounty hunters. The claim is official and local law enforcement is prohibited from interfering.
We already had him in our custody. I'd say that to you. Yep. Say it in your ear so you can yell it out with authority.
I have no authority.
We're respected.
What is my... Would that be an intimidate or a bluff? Like, what would that be? Well, I guess... Is it a bluff? Is it true?
Technically, he was with us. So, yeah, he was in our custody.
There's a bounty, we could go claim it if we knew about it, right? So, yeah.
One thing at a time, Rex. One thing at a time.
Maybe you should just let him take me.
Maybe we can split the bounty.
Don't say the word split around me right now, please.
Pull a little harder.
He is already in our custody.
I'll quickly look at Ironhide and give him a wink and a nod.
A wink and a nod. You hate Ironhide.
I do, but I need him to back us on this because he is the actual law around here.
That's convenient. We are the ones who tracked him here and did all the work.
How much are they paying you?
Possession is 9/10 of the law.
You aren't holding him in custody.
Not custody.
You were fighting with him in the battle, the one you just finished.
Well, arguing maybe, but
He was on your side.
not 100%. I mean, there was arguing going on.
We have mild disagreements sometimes. That's enough, right?
Sometimes.
How much are they paying you?
I mean, I'm not stopping.
That's fair.
This is your last chance. Release Magnum and you won't be hurt. All we want is him. You can even keep the head.
How much damage did Ironhide's crew do to the ship? Like, any?
You can make a perception check.
I want to check that out, too.
18. Nope, sorry. 16.
My perception is 19.
Very nice, both of you. Yeah, the shots that all of them got off, it does look like it damaged the ship. So you would probably estimate that it couldn't take like a lot more of those shots, but you don't think that just one more would be enough to destroy it. Hardtop whiffed, and the ship is good. So Sweet Spot, it is your turn.
Now knowing our plan is to hold the bounty, air quotes, on Magnum to keep him from being abducted by said bounty hunters above. I'm going to aim my gun at the source of the beam, trying to get a precise hit in that general area, and hope that he doesn't land on me.
She. The voice sounded feminine.
I know, but if I shoot and it disrupts the beam, he, pointing at Magnum, might be falling on us.
Yes. That might happen.
Yeah, a little spatial awareness, like try not to be under him. Might not be a bad idea.
Challenge accepted. Okay,
You
weapon.
didn't defeat me. You sacrificed your footing for a killing blow.
I don't know if we've been in weird situations before, but
Have we? Is this weird to you?
It's weird that all the pedestrians are still just looking up in awe. They haven't scattered yet.
They're in shock.
well, how do you think how they got caught in the first place? I mean, we practically had to
They
shove
got
them
their
out.
hands up. They're like, okay, we're done. You got us again.
I mean, you had to practically shove them out the door when you're trying to rescue them too.
They're
so.
all deer bots caught in headlights.
They're just stickers. They're just stickers. You don't need to stay here.
I'm trying
It's like
to
Wile E. Coyote.
trying
It's
to
like,
help you.
It's like it's not actually a door, but it's convincing enough.
All right, what are you doing, Sweets?
I am shooting. I am just looking for my weapon of choice.
-8.
-8.
Yeah, your weapon's -8, right?
No, it's actually a +6.
So close.
No, but that's okay. I forgive you because this is going to be a nasty hit. It's going to hit an armor class of 21.
That's a hit.
That is 10 points of fire damage.
Wow, that is a good hit.
Max I could shoot for that weapon.
You should sit on Carapus's head more often when we fight.
I know. You make a great weapon mount.
I am a weapon now.
I am a weapon.
All right, Ironhide and the security forces are continuing to shoot.
He's a weapon of justice.
You can see that they are doing some more damage to the ship. And Zephyr, go for it.
Zephyr is going to use his Never Stand Still ability to get an extra move action this turn.
Ooh.
Transform, move up, and draw my tactical pike, and take an attack on hardtop there.
Okay. You guys can go ahead and move the civilians out of the way. They've cleared out by now.
I get a 22 to hit.
And that's against hardtop, right?
Correct.
That is a hit.
And it's 50% mischance.
Correct.
I miss. 21.
Magnum.
All right, Pythagoras is going to do something first. He's going to try to do is grab a handful of the cannon shells from the turret, and this should be ferric because gunpowder is. And then he's going to let them all go into the magnetic stream. With hopefully they'll go up into the ship right to the source. And he's also going to light Magnum's lighter and let it go up too with the rest of them.
Now,
You just pull a yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Is that what you just
He
did?
has a lighter. It's in his inventory.
now that is
my
a Star
goodness.
Trek way to overcome the problem. All right, so what are you going to say for your catchphrase?
Pythagoras doesn't know how to know from catchphrases. Yippee doodaloo.
Got a light?
Smile, you son of a bitch.
What kind of damage do those shells do?
Well, they're hand cannon shells. So I mean, in the gun he has, they do 1d8s.
Okay.
So, I mean, they are used for other weapons that do other kinds of damage. But I would say probably 1d8 is typical on the low end.
I will give you a 1d8 of damage that bypasses hardness.
Oh, right. So they go off. They do go off then.
Well, you threw a lighter up there with it, right?
Yeah. I just wasn't sure how many I could grab at once.
Why don't you roll a d4, see how many you can grab.
That was 2 for the first roll damage. Roll my
And be
D4.
sure to take the lighter off your inventory.
Yes.
You no longer have a lighter.
He's going to go into nicotine withdrawal. I only rolled a 1, so it's just the 2 points of damage.
Space nicotine.
Space nicotine. He's going to have to move on to chewing gum.
All right, so you said 2 damage?
2 damage.
Okay.
So I guess he only got 1 cartridge. Maybe just too big.
Things are massive, Rex.
Actually, Magnum didn't actually do anything.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want Magnum to do something?
Yes, please.
You sure?
Yes.
He could just float there.
Stop just hanging around and do something.
Stop being lazy, Magnum. What the hell?
He can't float up, not with 2 bots on him.
Could you do like sensor-based stuff on the ship and like find out who's in there?
Yeah. That's a good idea. Let's scan it instead.
Like, is there one person or is there like a whole crew? Is it like a...
Or he'll do a scan of it, see what he can figure out, whether it's a transformer or actual ship or both. Listen for radio waves, listen for sounds, people talking, do visual scan.
You get the sense that there is no one on the ship.
So it's just the ship. Can Pythagoras tell if it's alive?
Make a life science check. Or you could just ask Carapace to ask.
No. I put my hands over his mouth. Don't you dare.
So life science.
27.
Yeah, it's a transformer.
Okay. I have no idea what we did. We did a lot of things in Scarvix. I don't remember being wanted for anything, but we don't remember everything either, so...
Rex.
Laser hit for another 5 damage on the device attached to Magnum.
Just chipping away at it there, huh?
I guess I kind of 5-foot step everybody around, whatever, so I can be near hard top there, whatever his face is.
Be easier just to put hard top back in the middle of it.
So Grazer got a natural 1. He definitely missed. Blazer got a 17.
That is a hit.
100% hit. 22 that miss.
Well, you saw the pike go through the hologram from Zephyr, so I'll say that you know which one it is, because I assume you were paying attention to the battle.
Of course, I pay attention to everything.
Of course you do.
I have a long history of paying attention to everything.
For all the good it does you.
Who are we attacking again?
What? Who are you?
Don't worry about it.
Why are you talking? All right, 1 damage from Blazer.
1 damage
Little
from
nip to the
Laser.
heel. And then Rex, that's me. I hit for an 18. That hit.
That's a hit.
It's a tail slap to the crotch. We don't have crotches though, so 8 damage.
You have crotch plates.
Rip his cod piece off.
Good balls of solid brass.
All right, Carapace.
I think that I'm best served continuing to do what I'm doing.
Okay, give me another athletics check, please.
Natural 1.
Ooh.
So that is an 8.
Well, good news is he doesn't go any further up. Bad news is he doesn't go any further down, and you spent your entire action doing it.
Okay.
Hardtop is taking a bunch of damage over here, so he is going to make an acrobatics check, and he is going to try and jump off of Blazer, because Blazer is the one who got a 1 last time. So he is going to jump on top of Blazer and use him as a launching point to get...
It was Grazer, technically. Grazer got the 1.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the Triceratops.
So that's even better, because a nice solid base now for him to jump off. So, excellent. So he is going to attempt to jump off of Grazer to get some height, and he is going to activate a device on his belt and start to rise up as well towards the ship. Now, all of you are right next to him, so you do get an attack of opportunity on whomever is next to him. So that would be Rex, Grazer, and Zephyr. No, I'm sorry, Rex, Blazer, and Zephyr. I'm going to say no on Grazer.
Because he's stepping on his back.
Does a 14 hit?
A 14 misses.
Oh, I missed.
I'm tempted to try to, everybody grapple.
Does Magnum and this guy have any dexterity added to their armor class when they're being levitated?
Doesn't seem so.
So would his armor class be the same? And would Zephyr then have hit?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Considering that he's the one who activated the device, I'll say he can dodge.
Does that mean I lose my dexterity bonus to armor class?
You have no dexterity.
Well, I know if I losing that would be great.
Well played.
Pretty much anyone who's going to shoot at you is going to hit you unless they get a 1.
What's the matter? Can't hit a flying building? The broadside of a flying building?
If Ironhide wanted to shoot you, he could.
Well, everyone else has so far, so why not?
Rex, what'd you get?
Blazer did 3 damage. Blazer, did I say Blazer? Blazer did 3 damage. And I did 5 damage.
All right, both good hits, and yeah, he looks a little bit hurt, but he is floating up into the air at the moment. All right, so the ship has had enough of this nonsense, and she is going to target Carapace. The blast hits right on the ground next to you, Carapace.
Doesn't hit me?
Does not hit you.
Warning shot.
That was a warning shot. Drop the line.
I think I'm pretty good at realizing when I've made a mistake or two in my past, and I know that wasn't no warning shot. You missed.
No.
And it wasn't on purpose.
I'd be so angry with you if you weren't so pretty.
Well, thank you.
Hey, I mean, you want to just come down and have dinner together? I mean, it'd be a lot more fun than this is. There's a lot of things would be a lot more fun than this.
After we collect the bounty on you, then we'll come back and have some Energon smoothies.
Oh, man, could you bring me a doggy bag?
Well, now, why didn't you open up with that offer?
Our Ironhider security forces are going to continue to shoot. Go ahead and make perception checks on the ship.
Who, everybody?
Whomever wants to and whomever is looking.
Absolutely. Got a 23.
18.
20.
20. All right, so the three of you can determine that it looks like she is kind of taking a beating, mostly from just the shots that Ironhide is landing on her. And it looks like she's into her hit points.
Nice.
How high up is Hardtop?
He is about 10 feet or 2 spaces up by now. So just over your heads. He is still within reach of you if you want to attack him.
Okay, I do. And I'm just going to swap that out. I had rolled a 20, so I'm using the tactical pike. 13 damage.
Ooh, that is a good hit. He's looking pretty hurt. Magnum. Hardtop is pretty much at your height at the moment.
All right.
Just letting you know where he is.
The air's getting a little clouded up here, man. Ma'am, you think you don't seem to be getting away quickly with this. Now, is there a way you could just come down and we could talk about this? You're getting shot up a bit badly. And if you have a legit concern, maybe we can discuss it. Is there any way you would consider talking it over and telling us what exactly is going on? Maybe it'd be a bit more worth your while.
The bounty on your head is really high.
How high?
500,000 quadrochecks.
Well, I mean, that's only if you're successful. And it's sort of looking questionable right now. I mean, you might want to cut your losses. You might make some profit out of this if you work with us instead of against us.
How can we work with you? We need to turn you in. You want to surrender?
Well, I mean, well, look at your odds. You know, is it really working out right now? I mean, you're going to only get a shot a few more times as it is going. You can't just sit up there like a big target, right? So, I mean, you got very short time, and I haven't been going anywhere for a while. So, I mean, that's $0 right now. 0. So, but if you come down and tell us what's going on, you know, we might be able to make it worth something every while. That's better than 0, right? You know? And if I'm really, and if you make a good case, you know, maybe I go with you.
Being truthful?
Yes.
Make a diplomacy check.
I get the impression this is a mercenary, not an evil person.
I'm going to shoot him again.
Stop saying my thoughts.
Wait till she agrees, and then shoot her.
I'm going to shoot him.
Oh, him! Can we shoot them both? Is that a compromise? Is that what we call a
Zagreus
compromise
is
in
gonna aid.
politics?
Split decision.
Everybody shoot somebody.
Does she have an auto-battered Decepticon badge?
Make a perception check.
Probably a shut off.
16?
No, you don't see any badges anywhere on them. And you don't imagine that they're Autobots or Decepticons either. If they're from Scarvix, it's likely that they are non-aligned.
I didn't really expect it, just in case, though, because it could make a difference on diplomacy. Then I would have gotten a 19.
A 19, huh? All right.
At this point, I mean, if she's...
My next character, I'm going to create a Percepticon.
Perceptic.
Sees all.
She will ask. She'll ask Hardtop, "What do you think, boss?"
Boss.
I'll ask her if she knew that he was a terrorist. Or is he?
Hardtop?
Yeah, is he a terrorist?
Nothing you've seen so far has given you any indication that he's a terrorist.
Well, we've been dealing with C1.
Yeah,
so
he's the leader of
terrorizing
Cybertron
us.
he's
first.
here with C1 during a hostage situation, so...
Harness was the guy in charge of kind of dealing with the hostage situation.
Oh, he actually was a hostage.
We just sort of assumed Hardtop was part of the terrorists.
Those are
It may not be.
I think Hardtop was taking advantage of the situation to get close to you
Yeah.
and make payday.
So that's interesting. Okay.
So there's like some communication, like some coded communication, like between Hardtop and the ship. You get the sense that it's like shorthand communication. It's not so much like coded, like, hey, this is like, a secret code kind of thing, but it's like a shorthand kind of version that they know what they're talking about, and it's kind of difficult for you to follow along.
So it's acronyms.
Yeah.
Q, foot, rabbit, face, milkshake.
And Hardtop will come out and say, "We'll land and we'll deal, but keep everyone back. We're just talking with you, Magnum."
Fair enough. Stand down, everybody. We're going to find out what this is all about.
Let's see. Rex and Carapace, you still do have a opportunity before the end of the round if you do want to do anything.
I'm just going to maintain holding it on the off chance that they're not telling the truth. So like this thing, as soon as you all of a sudden you start going down.
Well, hang on. That's our bargaining chip right now.
Yeah.
She's not getting away very easily with you doing that.
Rex, did you want to do anything?
I won't. I'll let Laser try to hit one more on his device.
He really wants to see me drop at this point.
Does a 12 hit? You got a 12.
Yep, that hits.
5 damage then.
5 damage. The device breaks and he falls.
Perfect.
Yeah! Shooter!
You cannot land effectively, so you're going to take 1d6 damage.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. You'll bounce back.
Actually, it did just bounce. Didn't do any damage.
Oh, it hit your hardness. Okay.
Thank you so much for that. I will have to learn to thank you properly after I scheme about it for a while.
Can I change back?
This was a great investment. This grappler of mine. Worth every Xanax.
The ship transforms and lands rather heavily because it is a massive transformer. It is a huge transformer. And Hardtop also drops down to the ground next to her.
Wait, if she was huge and the building was huge, how the hell are you going to fly me to another planet?
You're under arrest for disobeying a direct order from an officer. You're like, what? Okay.
Ironhide, go away.
So both of them move up to your form, Magnum, before you can transform. Mm-hmm. They're not threatening you at the moment, but they are standing close enough where they feel that they have you at least under their control. So if anything does go wrong, they can try to grab you and get out.
I'm still anchored, so let them believe that. So that's fine.
So you can transform?
Yeah, as soon as I can.
All right, you Palookas, what's going on?
Hardtop will take out a data pad and hand it to you, and on it is essentially a bounty request for you.
Does it say why? For what reason or from whom?
Yes, it does. From the administrators of Shanix for high theft of cultural artifacts.
What did I steal?
It was the tie, wasn't it?
It was the lighter.
That's silly dog puke tie.
I don't own anything. And I don't even have my lighter anymore.
She doesn't give you the lighter back either.
Listen, where it's lodged, I don't,
Artifact.
So what did I steal? I don't remember stealing anything that important. I don't remember stealing anything, actually.
So listed on the bounty request is an item called the Binding Crystal. You can make 2 checks. You can make a culture check and you can make an intelligence check. And anyone else who is around and wants to can make a culture check as well.
Sure, why not? I got a 16 for culture for a sweet spot.
13 for Carapace.
Zephyr get a 24.
16 culture for Pythagoras and 11 intelligence.
So everyone, with the exception of Rex, has at least heard of the binding crystal. It is the closest thing to a religious artifact that Scarvix has. It is the representation of the first interstellar trade that the planet did, and is kind of like a symbol of their culture. For a very mercantile economic culture like that, it's a fairly important artifact. That's where the intelligence check comes in. What did you get for that?
Pythagoras got an 11. I don't know if Magnum would roll separately or is it just one or the other. I don't know whose memories it might be more important to.
Only Magnum. Pythagoras does not remember.
5.
You...
Doesn't remotely ring a bell, does it?
Actually, it does. You remember seeing it when you were on Scarvix, but you don't remember anything beyond that. You knew it was there, and you knew you probably saw it at some point, but nothing else.
I don't remotely remember stealing it then.
Definitely not.
And it's not in my pockets anywhere, right? I mean, I'll check the pockets.
Nope.
Pull out handcuffs.
Check all your closets. Not in there either.
Hold on, I'll check. I don't think I have it on me. No, I don't remember stealing that at all. Where on earth did they think I did it?
Hardtop is the one who comes up to answer you. Magnum, we don't need to play this game. We have security footage of you at the spaceport leaving with the binding crystal. And you were the last person to interact with it, because you had permission from the administrators to examine it while you were on Scarvix. And then all of a sudden, it disappears, and so do you the same day.
I could take a guess where it might be. I don't think I was quite myself back then. But I certainly don't remember stealing it.
That's what they all say.
Well, I mean...
You're just a criminal.
I've had a few problems, and he'll pull his head off. It's a little fuzzy back then.
It's going to be Magnum's version of Scrappy Doo as the villain. Right? Your other head.
What happened to your head?
It was, Pythagoras won't really tell me how it looked when he found me. But I would still be on Junkion if it wasn't for him. I suppose it might still be there. I don't know if I stole it or not. I'll be honest with you. I have no objection to going to Scarvich with you to try to figure out the truth of this. But I have a mission here right now. I can't stop until we get C1 taken care of. So I can't leave yet. But I can make a deal with you that I will go with you so you can collect your bounty. If you wait for us to finish dealing with C1. And if you could help us, that would get done that much quicker. It's up to you. Remember, good chance you're going to get 0 if you try too hard. If you try to force it.
We don't involve ourselves in regional politics.
Well, that's fine with me. Just stay out of our way, and that's good enough.
His ship, you figured out by now, his ship is named Diurnal. So Hardtop and Diurnal converse for a few minutes, and he presents you with a device. You're going to install this in your body. It'll allow us to track you wherever you are. We'll give you 1 solar cycle, and if you aren't finished with whatever you're doing here, then we'll come and take you.
Like hell you are.
How much is a solar cycle?
It's about a couple months at most.
This is like sort of their year?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, why would you willingly put this thing into you?
He actually would be legitimately interested in going to declare his name.
Sure, but you could just say, I give you my word.
They're not going to take that. I wouldn't take it from me either.
Well, I think we're right back where we started.
Can take it out anytime anyway.
Well, that depends on where they put it. Doesn't it?
My biggest concern is the fact that somebody else could use it to track us.
Says it's a little invasive. We have a lot of enemies here. What if someone uses it against me?
This part's non-negotiable.
I don't know. I mean, we didn't really negotiate yet, did we?
Hey, Ironhide, could you take these ones into custody?
I mean, you may not have realized it, but this regional dispute has meant that you have stumbled into a wasp's nest of governmental problems here. You'll have the whole Cybertronian government angry at you if you screw around with this.
And probably the Velostronian government as well.
But I'm offering you a way to get your money without any fighting at all. At least more than what we've done today, at least. Just hang out for a few months, enjoy the sights, you know.
I'm not going to just let you walk free. I need some guarantee, some way of being able to track you. I think I am being incredibly generous to let you finish up your business when I don't really need to.
We could just kill you and be done.
He gestures to Diurnal. You think you can kill her?
Yes.
And she'll do like risk.
Oh, I've been giving her the fuck you eyes the whole time. Like, yeah, just like
I think they need a room.
David and Goliath just like staring each other down. It's like, yes, I do believe that.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
I'm going to get down off of his back now before he starts getting aroused.
22.
22.
Almost as well as I could roll.
You get the sense that she is tough, and in a one-on-one fight, she could probably wipe the floor with you.
I don't doubt that. She's been taking a fuck ton of hits, though.
Who says it's one-on-one fight, anyways?
Yeah,
we're all here.
Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna do anything.
But I'm also not gonna let her know that. Like, you know, it's just like just because I know that's true doesn't mean I'm gonna stand down. You know, we're posturing.
Yep. While you two are posturing, Hardtop will go over to Ironhide and have a conversation with him, and he'll present his bounty, his essentially his bounty request to him, and you get the sense that the argument is not going in Ironhide's favor, because everything that Ironhide is saying and bringing up as the things that they didn't do, because so far, aside from trying to take Magnum as part of the bounty, they haven't done anything else.
They haven't shot anyone. They haven't.
Oh, sure. No, I
anyone.
mean, like it's a legitimately complicated
Can I
situation.
join their conversation?
Sure.
Would you be willing to accept me being under pending extradition from my own government?
What did you do, Magnum?
They say I stole the binding crystal. I'd like to go and clear my name. Would you be willing to let me be put under pending extradition under my own government? Well, I'm talking to them both. Yeah, I'm actually asking that if Hardtop would be willing to accept that. If the Cybertronian government puts me under, basically planet-wide planet-wide house arrest sort of thing, and an agreement that they will extradite after a certain amount of time. It's not in the Cybertronian government's interest to let me leave yet anyway. As opposed to having a little tracker in me, they'll basically have the government's promise that they will, let me leave to go with them once the C1 thing is over with.
Hardtop will answer that the Cybertronian government isn't even recognized by the Galactic Council at this point. It is so incredibly new, and you folks have been he kind of looks at all of you. You folks have been in a civil war for millions of years. Any promises that your government can make are worth exactly nothing.
Okay, I don't see, other than violence, this ending well then.
This does not need to end in violence, as long as Magnum is willing to be tracked until he is handed over.
Can Pythagoras examine the tracker?
Yeah, sure. Doing an engineering check. Looks like a kind of a typical tracker. It is coded to have a unique frequency, so unless someone knows the frequency, they're not going to be able to just obviously just track you down.
But it's not anything remarkable either.
Right.
Can Zephyr take a look at it just to be sure there's nothing hidden in there?
Do an engineering check.
22.
Yeah, you can confirm what Pythagoras learned, and yeah, it's a tracker. It has a unique signal to it. Anyone with that signal will be able to track whoever it's attached to, but it's one of those things that there are millions of potential frequencies that you can use. The odds of someone just guessing what the right one is minimal.
All right, I'm willing. I would prefer a better tracker than this, though.
A better tracker?
Yeah, something that makes sure that only you guys can track me.
We're the only ones who have the signal frequency.
Something hardened. Signals can be tampered with. I'm willing to spend a few bucks.
You'd like to get a slightly higher end one with a little more security to it. Up the DC that someone could actually meddle with. Because this is just off the shelf, then Pythagoras could monkey with it, which he probably can anyway. But they don't know that. So,
yeah, he's amenable to that.
All right, I will do it. If we do something more secure.
Shaking my head disdainfully.
What?
So are all the listeners. They want action.
My head is a scientist.
I can get rid of it whenever I want. Totally. But from my perspective, I'm like, you're willingly giving somebody an advantage over you. Why would you do that? And that's
for time.
Because if he's legitimate,
give him time.
It's been proven to him that he's legitimately wanted by a government. That makes a difference to him.
Sure. Okay.
And these people are not evil, and they'll go away and not bother us.
All right, I'll agree to that.
Shake his hand.
Maybe we can get a drink sometime.
Diurnal walks up to Sweet Spot. Call
me. What do you want me to call you? Big? Flashy? Levitate?
Do you have a date with a robot whore?
Yeah.
What was her name?
Why is everyone trying to hook me up?
Hookerbot.
With a hooker?
Hookerbot 9000, aren't you?
Why are you trying to hooker me up?
Hey, she's no hooker, this one. She uses magnets.
That's attractive.
I definitely felt a pull, man.
Pulled something.
I'm glad she likes bots with big bottoms.
She likes big bots and scan out loud.
All right, so yeah, you guys clean up the mess from the attack. Hardtop and Diurnal will fly off, and you all level up to level 3.
Woo! Awesome.
Zip zoom.
And we'll see you next time.
This is Circuit reporting for the Iacon newsfeed with breaking news on this day, 6th Cycle 04. Empire of Rust was created, written, and GM'd by Michael Ordway. Carapace is played by Patrick Finn. Wildstrike the Decepticon is played by Mike M. Rex, Blazer, Grazer, and Laser are played by Rob Muller. Pythagoras and Magnum are played by Matthew G., and Adam A. Chu plays Sweet Spot, junior representative of Velocitron. Stay up to the nanosecond on all the latest news on Cybertron and beyond by tuning into the Transmissions Network. Please support our show by going to transmissionspodcast.com/rust. Until next time, Cybertron, this is Circuit signing off.